Hello guys, welcome back to the Lumley trading video. In this one we are going to be doing some in-depth stock analysis over on Nvidia, ticker NVDA. Now we have been having a strong upward move on the stock recently, and just to note, we are recording this on the Thursday. As you can see on the bottom right, it is the 16th, because I'm just not going to be able to make a video on the Friday. So this is recorded one day in advance, but again it shouldn't make any difference really to the levels, unless for some reason on the Thursday we have a massive move in the stock. But really, what are the key levels I'm paying attention to? So we'll quickly note this support. This is at 218 to 220. Now this is our second deviation on both the 6 month and the 1 year coming into this level. Now why is this important and kind of key to note if we've already broken through it? Because again, right now this is a support, and what we really want to see with these levels, if we break through, you want to see a break through, come back to test it as a support, and if it can hold, then we're most likely going to continue higher. We can see we broke through it before. We never really got that retest and confirmation. We kind of just, hovered on it. But we end up breaking down, breaking back through it. You may have considered this a retest, but again, we really want to break that high. So it's all basically coming back into this support like we have already done. And now it's most likely just waiting for us to break the 230. If we can break that 230, this deviation is a confirmed support, and more than likely we will continue up higher. And what are going to be further levels or further resistances if we can hold? So really then we would have a 242 target, 244 target, which I mean still has really good upside. It's about a 6% move. You can even expand that if you're doing it in the option side instead of the outright shares. So 244 would be that next level. If we can break that, I'm looking at 258 going on to 270, and a final level taking us all the way out to around $300 at 298. So again, these are the key resistances. There's not too many resistances, and the reason for that is Nvidia. From a technical standpoint, again, if fundamental issues come out, they're always going to be the key driver. Fundamentals are always going to outweigh the technicals. But from a technical standpoint, this stock is becoming quite overbought, and in an area where I wouldn't really feel comfortable buying it up anymore, and instead looking at it a lot more short bias. Again, maybe that's trading it through credit and debit spreads, or maybe it's just buying outright puts. Again, I don't really tend to trade outright shares as a swing, or at least never to the short side really. But these are the key levels I'm looking at. Again, really from that 244, that's really where I'll probably be hitting this stock quite short bias, because really it would be quite unlikely to see the stock break through there, because again, that's our third deviation. 99.7% of the data should trade within those green, which are the third deviations. So that's when I'll really be hitting it short bias. Again, probably buying some outright puts, as well as buying some credit or debit spreads, again, depending on the premiums. So that's really what I'm looking at. From a support side, what am I also paying attention to? So if we end up starting to pull back, we have a kind of key target at around 193. So this again will be used in kind of two main ways. If we start to pull back here, again, it looks like it could be a double top if we can't break higher. Then obviously we get the breakthrough, the 207, and really that target would just be the 193 would be my target if I was trying to get a shorter term short on it. So that would be the key target, but also could be a bounce. Well, I mean, it most likely will be a bounce level. That's why we lock in profits coming into this level. But it could also, be that momentum continuer. Maybe it just wants a bit of a harsher pullback than a nice clean trend, because it has been, again, if you're watching the daily, a very strong uptrend. Only about 6 pulled back days in the last kind of month or two. So it wouldn't be unlikely to start getting a bit of a heavier pullback, considering we are now getting more overbought. So that 193 will be quite key. If we start to break that, we have another support at 180. Now, if we break this is when the stock comes a bit harder to trade, because within the range of 167 and 140, this is considered, fair value, because we have our statistical mean on the 6 month and our statistical mean on the 1 year. And again, between these two levels, it is basically when we consider, from a technical standpoint, a stock at fair value. So obviously, from a trading perspective, and from trading of technicals, I want an edge. And for me to trade within there is no edge. Unless I'm maybe trading a straddle, direction is going to be unclear from there. So really, I would end up wanting for a breakthrough. Again, I'd be ignoring that first deviation on the 6 month, that 142 level, just because it's within that range. So if I want some buy targets, I'm waiting for a breakdown to at least 116, going down to 103. If we break that, we're looking at $90. And I mean, that'll be the key levels we're focusing on. But really, I think the upside targets are probably going to be the main focus as of right now. Really, I'm paying attention to that 245. If we can hit that, that's really where my main trading opportunity is going to come on Nvidia. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on Nvidia. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe? And I hope to see you in the next one. And that's it. Peace.